show and a heart-wrenching poem, so bear with me. Fortunately, I had to prepare some notes. Before I do say anything, though, Dad and Susan, this has been a wonderful rehearsal dinner. Couldn't think of a better atmosphere and food. And this is going to sound kind of weird, but the food is actually kind of commemorative for Jonathan and I because it's catered by the first place that we worked together, Marina's Restaurant in Murfreesboro. So when I heard that, I thought that was pretty cool.
We cooked side by side at the restaurant.
All right. Yeah,
Cool.
and
Angela worked there. And Angela was receptionist. Hostess, excuse me. Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Anderson. I haven't spent a whole lot of time with you guys, but the time that I have spent, you've shown to be very caring, and even being alongside Jonathan and Caroline throughout this wedding process, which I'll talk about here in a second, how close I have been to that. Y'all have been so supportive towards it. I had a very servant attitude to everything that they're trying to do, which is very honorable, and I respect that a whole lot. Even more so, from what I don't know about you, if your daughter is any representation of how honorable your family is, I can't be more honored to get to know you better. Caroline's a great person, and I've enjoyed the time that I have spent with her. So, I've been very blessed in getting to know Jonathan and Caroline on a whole different atmosphere right now in the past month. I got back from the bachelor party and I had an email at work saying, can you transfer to Nashville? And Jonathan and I for years have been talking about getting a place together and living together, whether it was in Murfreesboro or in Nashville, and it never worked out. And so this past month or so, they were willing enough to, and Caroline was the instigator of this, letting me live at their place with them, sleeping on her couch every night while I kind of made the transition to Nashville. And at times I felt like I was the one getting married, but I've had a really cool perspective on the whole process and really getting to see them work together and how well they complement each other. I thought of a couple of words that came to mind while trying to prepare something, and they're not real deep or anything, but it's just what struck me first. So I'll start off with Jonathan, and the first thing is that you're genuine. You've always been a genuine brother to me, and I've never felt like anything that's come from your mouth to give me advice was had any other motive but to better me. And that's been priceless? I don't know. Yeah.
That's a good one.
I do charge, though.
Like Dad said earlier, I guess I'll reiterate it, but you're loyal. And these last two things kind of tie in together. The last one was kind of fun, but you're an entertainer. And why those things are important to me as a brother is because of this example I'll give you. Caroline and I and Jonathan are sitting in their living room this past week. I have a birthday coming up. And they asked me, what are you going to do for your birthday? And I think, okay, they're going to be gone on their honeymoon, which means Jonathan's going to be gone. Which means probably won't be doing much because he always brings people together. I can always depend on him to be there. So if anybody's got a birthday idea, let me know.
Available.
But you're always pulling those things together. Caroline, you're extremely fun. And sorry I can't make that more elegant or sounding or anything, but you're kind of like Jonathan's the one that brings everybody together, and then you're just like the kick on top of it. You make things really fun. you're generous. You're generous with your time and your conversation. And the conversation that I have with you, you seem to have like a sixth sense about how people are feeling. And you can relate really well. I think that's one of your best qualities. And it's great to be able to have someone like that around you. That kind of plays into the last one. You're extremely personable. I've enjoyed for the past year or over a year getting to know you guys as a couple. And like was said before, you bring out the best in each other, and I couldn't think of a better match. So I toast to you guys. I love you both.
Here, here.